What's up, guys? My name is MadSquash924. Welcome back to another episode of some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, part 42. 42? I think it's 42. Anyway, we are going to leave this planet because we are now officially done with Dantooine. I do not believe we have any other quests that require us being here. No, we do not, which is good. And we are also maxed out in the Force again, which is also nice. Now, I've been contemplating whether or not to go to a particular planet or not, just to bone rush to one particular zone, because we are technically, we have technically mastered the, light side of the Force, so we don't have to worry about it. I kind of want to do that, but it would leave things unfinished. So, I don't know. We'll see. Are you alright?
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more.
Well, I suppose it is difficult to turn away from the suffering of others. That is why one must help when they can.
You are right, but there is something more at work here.
There's something about the worlds themselves, isn't there?
Yes. These dead worlds, they have a pattern to them. They were all touched by the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. But sometimes, well, I feel as if they are all connected in some other way. The attacks on Qatar, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong with life. The connections have been damaged, sickened. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand and then it just slips away.
So close.
Do you know what it is?
No, I do not. But I do think there is some greater plan at work here.
Perhaps if we visited all these worlds, more would become clear.
Perhaps. Dantooine is only one of the worlds. It was only the start of the journey. I would like to study the other locations. It is curious that the Jedi Masters chose those worlds to travel to. I wonder if the two are linked, but I know not how.
Interesting. So now that we are here on the ship, we probably should go find out if we can talk to anybody about anything. Visas we know is done. Bayodur is also done. I do not believe we can continue on with HK. But I'll check.
Statement.
I believe the only thing we actually need to talk to him about is his previous master, right?
Consolation. Statement.
I believe so.
Answer. Why? Because you're act.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. So we actually need to get more influence with HK. Means we gotta turn to the dark side a little bit to do that because, well, you know, HK is what HK does. Disciple hangs out over here on this side of the ship. And we can't do anything with T3. We're done with T3.
Is something wrong?
I don't know. What are you doing?
At times, I meditate. Simply close my eyes and listen. It is quite calming. I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
Can you teach me to meditate?
Of course, it would be my pleasure.
You have recovered force points and a one-time bonus to your FP through meditation. You can meditate with the disciple at any time if no enemies are nearby.
I try to treasure these moments before the next crisis begins.
That's nice.
That is hardly a surprise.
Do. Nope, that's everything. So for now, he's also done. And we gained some more influence with him, which is nice. I believe Mira's done, so there's nothing new to talk to her about. Goto, there's more things to talk to him about. But we have not gained any influence with him as of late. Kreia, I think is also done.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Only as many, well, as many as they want to come with us and help us.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
I'm no leader.
No? Perhaps not. Or perhaps you are different, something more. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
And why are you angry?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
Well, I guess I've noticed their behaviors changing. Aten especially.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The disciple, he worships you quietly. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
And what about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
Well, so far they are my friends and not tools.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
He was a powerful presence. There was one little did not believe when he spoke it with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought the teachings of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
Okay, well, I have other questions. Let's see, a crystal?
That crystal is most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Is there something else you...
Okay, so we gotta remove our crystal real quick to make our crystal become stronger. Because it currently does not reflect our current self. I was wondering about that. It is slightly annoying that we have to remove it to do such a thing, but it's not a big deal.
Yes? That crystal... Let me focus on the crystal. There. Now it is full. Is there something else you...
Thank you. Alright, let's go put that crystal back in. Look at that. So disgusting. It's even stronger than it was before. insane. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can talk to Kreia about. There's stuff with Goto and HK, but it requires us going dark side a bit to do that. And Atten, I believe, is also done.
All
Right?
What?
He's done. Okay, so normally I would go to Duxon, and I really, well, excuse me, Onderon is the right word I'm looking for. I want to go to Onderon normally. However, I think in this one occurrence, because we are maxed out with the forest, I want to go to Korriban now and maybe Bone Rush to a particular spot just to get that portion done. Is that what we want to do? Or do we just do the entire planet now and then come back? Okay, hear me out. We're going to go to a current point in Korriban. So we'll do part of it now. And then we will go to Onderon. So there is a Jedi we have to find on Korriban as well. However, I want to get the one particular thing done, so you know, in case we don't get that opportunity again. And it's involving a particular cave. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about that have played through this game. For those of you that have not seen this game, it is something that can only be happening when you are either fully in the light or fully in the dark side. And because we're fully in the light right now, now is a perfect time to actually go here. And you guys should recognize this place as well. We've been here through the first KOTOR game.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
It seems quiet, just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There's great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
What happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
Do you think there are any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here.
Okay, let's go.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
And you won't come with me, why?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, and I'm not really afraid of this place, so...
Perhaps not. But I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power.
Okay. Well, stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to get out of here quickly.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed.
The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful.
Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Alright. So we're going down to the planet's surface. Now, we are not actually going to be going inside the Academy for the purpose of why we're here. I will bring Atten for the reason of he has a lightsaber. And, trying to think who we haven't brought in a while. Mira, we haven't brought in a while, so let's bring her. And she still needs a lightsaber.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Ready?
Okay, Mira, we gotta level you up. So let's do that. And repair. You are wearing armor currently, so you need something that does not require you to use the Force while you're wearing said armor, such as Force Push. Oh. Oop. Oop. Master Heal. Do you have dueling by chance? You do. So yeah, you're gonna be getting one lightsaber when the time comes. You have close combat, which is kind of worthless on you. Don't know why you have that. You have the finesse with lightsabers, which we want you to have. So I suppose we should give you the bonus of lightsaber damage, perhaps, even though you don't have one as of yet. Or this one. Good. Unfortunately, oh, we do have a lightsaber.
I hear you.
I don't remember getting a lightsaber. Let's go upgrade her lightsaber real quick then. Oops.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you know, Atten, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone who wants to get lost more than you do. I've got a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out. And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
It's kind of funny that we're bringing both of them.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't. Go back to your training. I'll call you if I need someone useless.
Is there some problem? I was only offering to help.
Problem? No, no problem. Just wondering how long you're planning to stick around.
For as long as she needs me, of course.
How heroic of you. Well, she doesn't need you. In fact, we were doing just fine until you showed up.
Actually, there are times when it seems you could use some
Always with the details, aren't you? You can't fool me. You have some agenda, spying on her, always keeping your eye on her.
No, I don't. I simply admire her. She has many qualities worthy of respect, and a strength that matches her beauty. Surely you've noticed.
Yeah, and I noticed first. Get it? So cut it out. And another thing, stop being all noble around her in your big hero way. She sees right through your little act. She likes honest guys, not guys who run around being unselfish and heroic all the time.
I thought she was the hero. There was a pattern to Revan's attacks during the Jedi Civil War. He sought to convert Jedi, not kill them. But that is not all. In fact, he fought to keep the infrastructure intact, killed certain political leaders that would lead to destabilization. First Patriarch Lelin Dur of Sirocco, the Corellian diplomat Mimas Yun, and Yusunas of Achani.
You think he wanted to have something left to conquer?
I'm not sure that he intended to conquer. I think he was trying to do something else. I think he was trying to unify the galaxy against some other threat.
Such as?
I do not know, and that concerns me.
Okay. Atten's jealous. Of course he is. He has a thing for our character. And let's go level up a lightsaber. Everybody else's lightsaber is upgraded, minus this one. Let's change this one to... it's gonna be Mira's. Let's make it blue. Yellow? Yeah, yellow's fine. Let's get rid of these, those. Oh, we want the keen for you. Massive crits, sure. We're gonna have to make an emitter for her. So let's see here. We need an emitter, such as one of these. Superior. Not bad. 25%. We have a lot of options for emitters. I'm thinking we go the superior disrupting emitter. Good. We give her those. She cannot have any crystals, unfortunately, because everybody else is using crystals. What the hell? Oh, it was a glitch. But I think that's fine. Anyway, back on the road with that little detour. Mira has an upgraded lightsaber. We need to find more crystals, but we surely will. And you don't have it equipped because... There you go. Alright, let's begin. And we'll explore this place up until the point where we get to the cave where we need to go.
Tomb of Tulak Horde, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Tell me more.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
Are you saying modern Jedi are poorly skilled with the lightsaber?
If you were to face an ancient Sith Lord in combat, you would learn that we are as children playing with toys compared to the prowess of the old masters.
Do you know what made him so good?
That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Horde's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna be running around for a bit. We are not going in the academy at all, that's for certain.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
Oops.
Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
Eh. It really shouldn't be that challenging though, Kreia.
Hisses are enough to humble even an arrogant one such as you. Test yourself if you must, but try not to die.
Well, gives us... Oh, she's lost influence with us. That's interesting.
Where that came from?
Like, we really shouldn't be in any danger. Not with Great Jedi. Hell yeah. They do hit relatively hard, however. Let's go.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Tell me more.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
That's nice. It's kind of too bad we lost influence with Kreia, but I don't really care that much because it's Kreia, and we literally finished everything with her, so it really doesn't matter. Good.
That's another one for me.
I hear you.
Jedi support. Jedi support. There we go.
Good to go.
Alright, let's bounce. To the next tomb.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force.
You could tell me more?
Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
You know, it sounds like that's really common among the Sith, the civil wars.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
So what happened between Sadow and Kresh?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
Cool. More stuff.
Another one for me.
More where that came from.
Murdering hisses, doo-doo. Damn, we're strong. Granted, if we weren't so freaking strong, like if we didn't spec her out to be so strong, we'd probably be having a harder time with a hissis, but we know what to do.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise.
Tell me more.
Ajanta's dark specter lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
You sound like you disapprove of that.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
Well, I guess no one is beneath redemption, Kreia. Nobody. Okay?
Perhaps. But redemption is a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
And what became of the blade?
Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajanta Paul. That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds.
Good. So we gained that influence back with Kreia and more light side. Which is nice.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients.
Tell me more.
The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
I think it's really funny and ironic that Kreia's been like, yeah, I'm not coming outside. Get bad outside. Don't worry, I'll monologue you for like a half hour though, about everything that's just outside the ship, but I'm not going outside. Alright, let's go. 77 damage as one of those attacks. So freaking nuts. We're so strong.
What's that stench?
Please tell me we aren't going in there.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the academy before venturing into the cave.
Nope. Sorry. That's something we're going to do on the next episode. We're going to kill these Shylak, and then on the next episode we're going to be going inside this cave. Good. That's how we go. And with that, we will end our episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 here. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode. If you guys have, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode, of course. If you're new to my channel and you've been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so and you like this game or myself, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, over there on YouTube, where the rest of this game is right there, as well as the first game to its entirety. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of when a new episode comes out. Of course, on the next episode, we are going to be exploring this cave to its entirety, even the secret area that we need to be for either completely light mastery or dark mastery. And once we do that, we're actually going to go to the planet of Onderon and leave this place to its vices until then. So it's just a sneak peek until then. Alright, so goodbye!